Hey everybody, Clark Spalding, your mortgage superman, here for your weekly update. Coming at you from the car, one, because it feels so nice outside, two, because there's nowhere else to sit out here. So, anyways, with that, let's do it from the car. Let's get an update. Before I dive into too much data, I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up to my Thursday Zoom class this week. It was on communication skills. I had a lot of fun coaching it, and I will be doing it again. So, more details on that at the end of the video. Now, on the mortgage side of things, the national average right now is sitting at about 6.72, which is pretty typical. That's what it's been for the past several weeks, probably will be going forward for the next several weeks. They don't change that often, they don't change that fast. But with that being said, there is a huge range depending on your borrower's characteristics. Just because the national average is sitting at about 6.7 doesn't mean your borrower can't get something better or might get something worse. Just recently, I've seen people ranging from an 8.1 all the way down to a 5.9, just depending on their credit, their down payment, what loan program they're going through, what kind of home they're buying. It's a wide range. So while it's good to know the national average is sitting at about 6.7, it's not a great indicator when it comes to your particular borrower. As we know in real estate, everyone has a unique situation. Every client is different. Every home is different. Now, this past week, Jerome Powell, the chair of the Fed, came out on his monthly press conference and said that the federal funding rate is going to stay the same at about 4.25 to 4.5%. This is the fifth time in a row now that he has kept it the same. But he also made a very important statement whenever he was going over this. He said that while the federal funding rate is staying the same, that rate, the federal interest rate, does not control mortgage rates. Now, this is a common misconception that people get, is that the federal rate influences mortgage rates. And it's been even more convoluted now that Trump and Powell are going back and forth about drop the rate, drop the rate, drop the rate. People just hear rates and they think mortgage rate and federal rate are the same. But mortgage rates are controlled by bonds, the trading of mortgage-backed securities. So, even if the Fed does drop their rate, it does not mean that mortgage rates are going to immediately follow suit. Okay, they're controlled by two different things. On the real estate side of things in Kentucky and southern Indiana, we continue to see a steady increase in the inventory of homes on the market, climbing ever so slowly back to those pre-pandemic levels. Most of the activity right now for buyers is happening in that $200,000 to $300,000 range. With that, it's also important to note that houses in this area are still continuing to appreciate. Right now, compared to last year, you're looking at a 5.8% year over year increase on home values. Now, we are also seeing an increase in the days on market at about 29 days being the average right now. This means that buyers now have more negotiating power and sellers are more willing to concede, whether it be on price or closing costs, if their house is sitting longer on the market. All that considered, real estate is still going strong in Kentucky and southern Indiana and doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. On that note, I do think it's important to reiterate that the VantageScore 4.0 model for credit scores is now being accepted by Fannie and Freddie. And as more and more lenders start to find ways to integrate this and to check that model, we should see greater opportunities for more buyers to enter the market as more people will be able to qualify. But other than that, don't expect a whole lot of huge changes. Mortgage rates should continue to stay the same, probably till the end of this year or even early 2026, if they even change then. And real estate, we can expect to continue to grow, continue to appreciate. Lastly, for all of my partners out there, don't forget that the Power Hour call time has moved from 3 p.m. to 9 a.m. this Tuesday and will be 9 a.m. going forward. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this Thursday at 12:30, I will be redoing my communication skills Zoom class. Had a lot of fun teaching it the first time. Everyone got a lot out of it. So if you missed it, this is your opportunity to see it again. Thank you for watching my newsletter. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you have any questions or need any elaboration, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you.